Hi, it's Kate from Grow Your Own Joy, and things have been crazy here. As you can tell, I still don't have a voice, and I haven't posted in a full month, and this is reality here. It is January 3rd, and we're still under construction, and Christmas has still not been put away, but that's all right. We're just going with it. So basically, I have had every sickness that has gone by me since, like, I don't know, maybe Halloween, maybe before that. If you look back on videos, maybe you can figure it out. It's been rough. So what I'm going to do is I am going to film this week. I am doing the Three Rivers Homestead Challenge, Three Rivers Challenge, and I am trying to use up what I have on hand, and I don't really have any hard and fast rules because everything is too crazy here, and we have the construction going on and everything, and if we don't have enough time because we need to run out and grab something or whatever for construction, then we will just have to get food out. That's just how it is right now. But I'm hoping we can avoid that, and I'm hoping that I can decrease some of the grocery bills so that we can put more money towards things like closet organization systems and building out our new pantry and furniture. So today's plan, with minimal things on hand, is that I am making some kind of lo mein, and I'm just using whatever produce is kind of left hanging around. I really haven't done a full grocery haul because I've basically been in the house since Christmas, and I did order a few things from Whole Foods, just some sick food to get us by, and I have remnants of that, but not a whole lot. So we're just gonna make do. I'll show you. So here, I'm just sauteing. I have an onion, a yellow pepper that I had left over from a few grocery hauls ago, as well as some celery and some carrots. And then in the freezer, I found some frozen mixed vegetables. I'm going to add in some of those. In this pot, I have some water boiling, and I have these udon rice noodles, which actually kind of taste like lo mein noodles when you cook them. And I'm going to look up a lo mein sauce. If I don't find anything that I like, I'm just going to use whatever Asian sauces I have in the fridge and kind of mix them together. I am very sorry about my voice, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this video up, and then the next two videos you see after this will be a video for the few weeks, including Thanksgiving in the next few weeks, and then a random video of things that I was able to record during this sickness and being busy. And then we'll just keep going forward, trying to use up what we have. So I opened up my fridge, and I actually have lots of sauces I need to use up. So I am just going to make some mixture of all of these that taste good to me. I have some hoisin sauce that's gluten-free, fish sauce, this tamarind sweet and tangy sauce, coconut aminos, and this gochujang. And I will just mix them until they taste good, and that is what we will eat. I also have these 2 pieces of chicken that we cooked up yesterday in the air fryer, and we could have some chicken on the side with our lo mein. Alright, here's the lo mein and my cut up chicken on the side, and there should be plenty for leftovers. I still don't have a voice, but that's alright. It is Wednesday, January 3rd, and we are doing the pantry challenge and using things up. So I had this bread and pizza mix. I don't normally make my pizza dough out of a box, but that will use this up. And then that needs eggs and milk and oil. And then for the toppings, I have this mozzarella I bought before Christmas, but it is still good. A 99-cent pack of chicken, pre-cooked chicken that was in the freezer. I have frozen broccoli that I will cook up and kind of saute the water out of a bit. An onion. Sorry. And this pizza sauce that I got with Ibotta. And I had a good discount. That's the plan for dinner tonight. I'm not going to show you me making it, but I will try to remember to film what the pizza looks like at the end. Alright, so I've told you this before, but my oven is dying. It got up to 400 degrees. It took a really long time. And then it dropped down to 300 degrees and wouldn't get any warmer. So, not nice and brown and crispy, but the cheese is melted. So here is the pizza with the chicken, the broccoli, and the onion. And then on this one, my husband thinks this is disgusting, but I like them, so I put some Kalamata olives on half of this pizza just for me. And that is dinner for tonight and leftovers for lunches, and I will not have to cook dinner tomorrow. So that's it. I'll show you what we cook next. Well, it is Friday, it's January. It's Friday, January 5th, and I forgot to film what I was making, but I am making like a fried rice dish. So in here I have some frozen mixed vegetables. The last time some very sad celery that was in the fridge, an onion. What else? Kielbasa that was in the freezer, rice that I cooked last night and put in the fridge because it's better to make fried rice with cold rice, some eggs, and then I have coconut aminos, I have sesame oil, I have some rice wine vinegar and fish sauce if I feel like it needs some. But basically, that's it. Oh, and I cooked up the veggies in olive oil to get it started because too much sesame oil is too strong a flavor for me. But that will be dinner tonight. It did use up some loose ends of vegetables, and really we're just making do with what we have on hand. I did just go to the grocery store, and I'm not going to show you the whole haul, but I spent $95.94. And I basically just got some spices we are out of, some dairy products, veggies. Oh, $10.61 of that was a roast I picked up for my mother, so that does not count. Oh, and I got some yogurts for work. So not a whole lot. And we're just going to try to use things up. Do the pantry challenge. Alright, here it is all done. Friday night dinner and some leftovers. Alright, it's Saturday the 6th. We're supposed to be getting snow later today. I went out this morning and picked up some last minute things I needed to get because I don't want to go shopping tomorrow, which is my normal shopping day. Last night I also went to the grocery store. I think I showed you that receipt. And today it was more like cat things, and I got some clearance wrapping paper for next year. So I have leftover pizza that we made a few days ago, and I heated it up in the air fryer, which if you've never done that, it makes a huge difference. It makes it taste basically like it's fresh. And then I'll show you if I make dinner tonight. I have for our random dinner tonight. It is Saturday night. I don't have a January calendar because I didn't get a free one this year. So I just keep looking at the December calendar, which is not helping me. I think it's January 6th. So I have these vegetables from Whole Foods when I had to do a Whole Foods order because we were sick and we never got to eating them. So I am going to cook those up in a pan. And then I have this little package that has 2 pre-made turkey burgers that my husband did up. They have feta and spinach in them, and then I have 3 little Italian sausages with fennel. So those will go in the air fryer, and that will be our protein. I have this rice that has been hanging around for a while, and I am going to try to make risotto with it. I have 1/3 cup of onion. I just used up some onion that I had in the refrigerator. It said 2 cloves of garlic. This is garlic that I grew that's starting to get a little bit soft. Actually, it's not too bad. But they're really small, so for 2 cloves of garlic, I'm actually going to use 4 little cloves. What I have is this container of homemade broth that I pulled out of the freezer. This batch is not super flavorful. I may add a bouillon cube into this. And then I have some Parmesan cheese that I bought for my husband to use on salads, but I will be using a little bit of that. And probably salt, pepper. It calls for parsley. I don't have any. Maybe a little bit of Italian seasoning. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I am so proud of myself right now. I actually made risotto. It did take a lot of standing over the stove and stirring, and that's probably too much for like a weeknight or something. But I do have more rice, so I will make this again. And it's actually really good, and it uses up broth, and I'm always looking for recipes that use up broth, homemade broth that isn't soup, because I always have so much chicken broth and so much veggie broth. So yeah, this is really good. And then here are the veggies just sauteing up. This was that frozen bag that I had. Then cooked up the sausage and the burgers in the air fryer. All right, there is Saturday night dinner. It is Sunday morning. I am making cinnamon apple baked oatmeal, as long as my oven actually preheats yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. Would not really get up to temperature. But I'm using more apples than the recipe calls for because I like apples, and also because these apples are really sad and need to get out of my refrigerator. I'm also adding in some walnuts. And something else that I'm going to add in just to use up is I have a little bit of this almond flour. It does not call for flour in this recipe, but I feel like that will be fine. It'll add extra protein. So I usually add a little bit extra oats anyways. So that is the plan. I'll show you when it's all done. To use things up, I also have a small amount of this honey cinnamon seasoning, and that will be going in this recipe as well. Everything is in except for the apples and the walnuts. I realize the recipe calls for pecans, but I have walnuts, just using what I have. And I'm going to grease a baking dish, and after this is all mixed up, I'll put it in there. All right, the oatmeal bake is done. And I gave it a taste, and it's delicious. And you can't even tell that I used almond flour in it. It just kind of mixed in with the oats. All right, so I'm going to be making like a taco lasagna bake situation. So I have a pound of beef. I have some frozen onions, frozen celery, some really freezer burnt red pepper, but that's all I have, so I'm going to use it, and a little bit of cilantro. And then I took out all the seasonings to make like a taco seasoning. And I'm not going to assemble the bake yet. It's like 250. But I am going to get the meat cooked up so it's easier when I'm ready to assemble it. Before I need to do a clean out, I just went into a closet that I never go into to see if I had some hangers because we're running low on hangers. And I found garlic from 2 seasons ago hanging up. Some of it still feels pretty firm. I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like. And if it's awful, I'm just going to throw it in the compost. It was no good, but this little container looks to still be good, so we'll salvage that and use it in a recipe. And there's my seasoned meat all cooked up. I'll show you more steps of this on the fly, use it up taco casserole as I get to it. Alright, so basically for this bake casserole thing, I have a can of beans that I'm going to wash. Those are black beans. My husband shredded a brick of Colby Jack cheese. I have a little bit of sour cream in this one, and then a whole thing of sour cream here. I still have chili powder, cumin, and garlic powder out because I might have to season up this tomato sauce because I don't think there's enough salsa. And then this is salsa verde that I should have used by April of last year, but it should be fine. It's still sealed. If it smells good when I open it, we will use it. And then I have some broken corn tortillas and a bag of crushed tortilla chips. We save our bottoms from tortilla chips to use in taco casserole. Just layer everything in and then I'll bake it. To film this when it was done, but it was delicious.